A question was about Hookless Road Rim. Not a fan. I'm a fan of hooks, man. This is a S-Works Ruby. It's Natasha's bike. She blasts past most riders, man. Natasha just cranks it past them. Obviously she's super fit, but her bike doesn't hold her back. You can still go really, really well on a Hookless Road Rim with 72 psi on a gravel tyre. It can go really well. It's super comfy. There's no doubt about that. It's a comfortable setup. But for me, I prefer the bone rattler, the bone shaker responsiveness. When I'm on a road bike, I'm like, man, I want something that's just going to put the power down. I'm going to feel that forward acceleration. There's not going to be no lag. I personally don't need cushion suspension on my road bike. I love that. I mean, it has for my mountain bike, but for the road, I run 25 mil tyres, all I really need. But I love that responsive feeling. I don't have that feeling with Hookless Road because you have to run low PSI, otherwise you got a chance of blowing the freaking tyre off the rim. Actually, Nick, the guy I know, Adelaide lad, he's moved from New Zealand over here. He's gotten so lean, lost so much fat. Dude's crushing on the bike at the moment, just eating super low fat, just dropping all his fat. But he had a hookless TCR, one of the new TCRs. There's bugs in my face, excuse me. And he kept blowing tyres off the rim. And I'm like, mate, you're doing it, you're putting it on wrong. I'll show you how to do it. So we met at the tennis court, and I put a tyre on, like I've done over 10,000 times, literally. And the tyre started to blow off the rim. I quickly deflated it. And I think, damn, what's wrong with these rims? There's something wrong with the layup of the carbon. It's faulty. It's a warranty. And so I'm looking around the rim, and I see a little sticker, max PSI, whatever it was. And I was like, what? Max PSI, like 70 PSI or something like that, what? And I looked carefully, and I couldn't see there was no hooks on the rim. Right? There's no hooks on the bead. And I'm like, what the fuck? So I had a quick Google, and Giant and Zip are doing hookless carbon rims on some of their range. And I think this is the dumbest thing ever. But why are they doing that? If you've ridden hydro road disc and the car's pulled out in front of you, it's in the wet, you've had to panic brake, you'll notice that the wheels just lock up. Right? They just lock up. Like on my e-bike here, big fat tyres, you grab it, you don't really lock up, it's just perfect. Big fat tyre contact patch can really maximize the deployment of the hydro 180 rotor. Perfect. When you've got a little skinny road race tyre and you're deploying a hydro Durace or Tegra brake, disc brake, your contact patch is insufficient for the power of the hydro disc. So you're sliding when you panic brake, which we all do. Even F1 drivers do. So it's just there's no ABS. There's no ABS in there's no ABS in road disc. Maybe down the track they'll release it. Another solution for a problem they've created. But that's the deal. So bicycle companies, various brands, go, hey, people are crashing their bikes with disc. The brakes are too strong for a small contact patch. We need to make the tyres fatter. So there's benefits of extra tyre clearance, which is great if you're riding in the mud, and it's great if you're doing gravel, for sure, no doubt about it. Fatter tyres better. But for road race performance, it's dumb diddly dum-dums. And people will put this, why even spend the money at Durace versus Ultegra just to save the weight? The shifting performance is the same. 105s is the same. I've got them. It's the same, but the extra weight. So people are, weight doesn't matter, then why buy Durace? It's just, why use carbon rims? What I mean? Why not use this alloy? It's hilarious. And people say, well, why not use downtube shifters? I mean, downtube shifters suck. Right, let's be honest, they suck compared to SDI. You take your hand off the barge, you risk crashing, hit bumps, boom, you go down. But yes, the bike industry is full of creating problems and then selling you a solution to the problem they created and charging an insane amount of money to do that. I know it's not a popular opinion, and I lose subscribers, I lose little noobs out there who go, oh, I just want to hear fairy tales and magic unicorn ponies. Big bad dune rider, the bike industry loves me. They do love you. They love your naiveness, they love your confirmation bias, they love how gullible and virginal you are, and they love your MasterCard and credit card details. And what's ruined cycling is these big bankers who have seen how gullible most cyclists are and thinking, man, we can make a killing on this stuff. So we'll make frames in China, S-Works for $150, and they'll sell them for $5,000, $7,000, $8,000 a frame set. How much do you think an S-Works SL7 costs specialized to make? All right? How much do you think that cost them in China to make? They're not made in China, they're made in Taiwan. S-Works made in China, Xiamen to be specific, all right? They're all made in China, no problem with that, but they're made for pennies and peanuts. And then they're shipped to Taiwan for painting and packaging and less dumping tariffs, etc. And the made in Taiwan sticker. Because right now, if you put made in China on a frame, it might not sell as well, but that's the truth. Nothing wrong with Chinese product, but why pay so much for it? Yeah. How much does zips cost now? How much the Envies cost? How much does an S-Work? How much does SRAM group set cost now? It's just absolute. Like, I've been selling Dura-Ace 12-speed group sets for $6,000. $6,000, man. $6,000, and people are stoked. It's a great group set if you like this. People are stoked to get it for $6,000. $6,000. I could literally buy $300, $400. I could buy around 20 7,800 group sets in good condition. Good condition to mint. I could buy 20 Dura-Ace 10-speed group sets, 7,800, which is an incredible group set, for one 12-speed, 15 to 20 group sets for one. Like, and the 7,800 group set from 19 years ago is lighter than the Di2 Dura-Ace 12-speed discs. But it's not disc brake. If you need disc brakes on your road bike, you need them. Yeah, I don't. Rims are good enough for me. E-bike, disc brakes are great. But if you've got fat tyres, get disc brakes. If you've got skinny road 25mm tyres, or 28 or less, stick with rim. And hey, you'll learn.